back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've posted a video on YouTube. I think let me look at it. Let me look at my channel. Don't look at this. So it has been like 4 months, and roughly I am having my public exams right now. So like this day I had my language exam, and it is night time, 10 p.m. So let's talk what happened in these 4 months. And I have put up a comment in this video saying that I will show the wait a second. I said I will show, how do I say, blah blah blah. I will show the rough code for the test for strategy and easy close the eye and trust one. So I didn't know what the fuck did I type here. What the fuck, like, I mean, why I typed this here. But yeah, still, you know and it's been 4 months since I have opened TradingView. Okay, I was grinding a lot. You can't call it grinding, but I was studying, focusing on my studies, which actually led to me forgetting some of my terms, and which is my bad. And I will reconnect with the roots. But still, yeah, I haven't forgot it. I have, how do I say, journaled everything. I, you know, I have analyzed so far, which it is great because it's been 4 months since I've traded, and it is actually, how do I say, a bit tiring because I'm not getting that touch of it. So previously I've talked about supply and demand, and in a way that you guys can understand. Okay, so today I'm just gonna briefly explain my strategy, like the one that I call my strategy. Wait a second, let me clean this here. Oh my god, I want this. Where's my EMA? Did I clear my EMA? Oh, there you go. What am I doing? And text. Okay, so yeah. So this is a clean chart right now. Okay, let's get to the point. So here we have the market, and my strategy really talks about how the market will rebound to a lower interest places. So let's take a random example. So here, like, it is just a base theory of what I am saying, like of what my strategy looks like. So it is not my strategy, but it is a strategy that is applied, used by so many traders out there. But something I just put on my spices, okay? Like, I just gave it myself, how do I say, that speciality to that strategy. So basically, what my strategy talks about is that there is I call this area, like, actually, if we consider this trend right here, like uptrend, downtrend, this trend right here, actually we call it like, this is low, this is higher high, this is low. Like, considering the structure, this is the higher high here, but I call it maximum point. I don't know why. So the story is that if you if we place the, it is not correct, okay? It is not actually correct what I'm about to say, but the theory just actually, I think it clicked on my mind. So when I was learning about, uh, maxima and minima in mathematics, and it said, like, in some charts, for example, let's take, how do I say, let's take a function, okay? Let's take a function like x squared plus x squared equal to, let's take something like x squared plus 12, okay? So if we take that graph, so the graph would be like this. So x squared plus 12 would look like this. Let me show you. So if there's a plus 12, usually it will be at the level of a 12. Okay, so this is a basic rough graph of the x squared plus 12. So the first derivative test, right? So basically what it explains is that if we take the first derivative and equal to it 0, we will get a critical point where it will change or it will deviate to on some kind of point. So right now the critical point is 12. So here this like let me show you. Let's consider. Wait a second. Let me set my mic up. Yeah, I am. My face looks sleepy right now. I don't know why. That's why I didn't. I'm not showing my face on the webcam. But yeah, this is the basic theory of it. So if we take a derivative and if we take a function and its derivative and solve that equation, you'll get a number. So basically if we take x squared plus 12, so if I have a pen, I will do the thing. I have this one. So imagine this thing, x squared plus 12. So this is the function that we are considering. So this is just a theory, okay? Don't take it too seriously. This is what I think of it, okay? So this is the function that we got. So we gotta find its derivative. Okay, so its derivative is equal to x squared. Its derivative is 2x plus 12 is 0. So we get 2x. So we will take the derivative, this thing, let's call it some kind of easy letter, let's call it O equals 0. Okay, so let's take 2x equals 0, x equals, we get 0. So what does this explain? So it explains that if we take its derivative, so 2x is the derivative. So when we look at the 2x graph, let's imagine what would be 2x looking like. If we take normal x, it would go like this, okay? So I think if we take 2x, it might go like this. I don't correctly know that, I gotta check it, but yeah. So this is the critical point of this equation, and we gotta find its maxima and minimum. Okay, so when we consider this point, so 0 is here, so we have the maxima and minima. So basically the maximum point, if we don't have any range here, so it is like 0 to infinity and 0 to infinity, here and there. So the range is basically like that. And oh my god, I meant domain. Oh shit, I forgot about that. So yeah, let's stop the yapping and you understand what I mean by that. So we get, how to say, a critical point, and from that critical point, it might change, it might deviate. So that is just a theory, okay? That is just a basic theory. But let's get to the point. And when we draw a volume profile here, you can see that at the top of this level we can see a comparatively lower volume there. But and if we coincide it with, the anchored volume profile, which shows this thing is based on the price that is going on. This is based on the price level. So this shows how they say the sell strength and buy strength, like basic order book, but fixed. Okay, so in the order book you just see the prices going here and there. Like I can't really afford for the order book right now, so I should be doing this one. So we can see, like, this is not a guaranteed one. I haven't tested it. I haven't checked its EV. Like I just only wrote the theory up, and this is like after I've you know I haven't done trading for 4 months right now. Like I'm in practicing trading for 4 months, which is actually I think a bad effect on me. But this time I am I have finished my school years, so right now I'm just trying for a college, and I'll go to a college. I don't want to be a jobless human here, but yeah, I'm still saying that I can like right now I have my public exam, which is okay, and I only have 3 more subjects to go. After that, bam, I'm free. I'm free for 2 months, and 2 months is my redemption arc. Like I should come back, like I should, sweep off the dust that has been keeping accumulating on my mind, and I gotta do it. Like right now, I thought about it. You know, I haven't done like I talked to myself saying that I haven't done this for a while, and I think it might have a bad effect on me. And right now, speaking this after 4 months actually makes me weird. Like makes me some kind of, how do I say, try hard right now. But I'm just posting this video on my channel because so that I can practice what I am doing. So this is what I have understood, and if it is wrong, I will change it. Obviously, I will change it, but let's talk about it. So we can see that there's lower volume right here, lower volume, and as per that volume, it should change and go to a higher interest. So this POC, this point of contact, or POI, whatever you call it, is the basic point of interest. Okay, so the market tends to go there after deviating from a low volume area. Lower volume area. Like, it's been a long time since I've talked to this mic talking about lower volume area. Lower volume place. Let's call it lower volume place, because the area part, it is actually twisting my tongue, which is basically bad. So let's get it right. And the other thing, so we talked about lower volume and point of interest. So the market tends to go to the point of interest, but you can actually, when we consider this part right here, let's see this one, let's hide it. Okay, so if we hide it, we just only have this. Okay, so if we look at it in this FRVP point of view, fixed volume profile point of view, we can see that we can actually swing trade it. So it is like a not that much guaranteed. Like I'm not saying 100% it's guaranteed, but I gotta test it though. Like wherever you look at it, like as a human being, wherever you look at it, you can see that. And there's another condition too. Okay, I will explain it in the next video. So here it is a perfect condition for that, and I will talk about it. Okay, so point of point of interest, so it will come back, and it is like a sure hit not sure hit. I'm not saying sure hit. Like, if we say sure hit in trading, it is not possible. Okay, if we say, oh my god, it is gonna surely hit it 10 times, it is not gonna work at a point. Like, it might work for so many people, but in my way, in my understanding, and what I have done this many years, I think half of my. Wait a second, let me set my volume perfectly. Oh, it is high. Oh, it is high. Sorry. Okay, so you feel me. You feel me. Like, and you can check the OBP. This shows the deviation of the volume per price candles. So if we take this candle, we can see that the volume here has deviated downwards and it continued downwards. Basic strategy. Like, I'm just gonna speed run this strategy right now. So this is basically the base part, like the first thing. I call it V shift. Okay, so this is basically a volume shift, and it has much more conditions to it. So let's talk about the second condition, which I've talked about here. So if we take a look at this, oh my god, it changed how? Okay, so let's take a look at this specific part, this specific part. Okay, so here you can see that, and if the market continues to go below point POI, it will go till the market low. Okay, so this is the other point that I found out. Like, it's been 4 months. Okay, so I'm a bit confused about my own strategy. I'm a bit rusty right now, so I gotta fix it. So give me, how many days? Like, a bit of days. I'll come back perfectly. So this is just a rundown of my strategy. Like, I gotta code it. One thing is that what I told you that I will show you was, I think it was this. Let me check it. I think it is not. Nah, nah. It is not. It is not this one. Okay, so okay, here it is. So right now I'm showing you a strategy. So this is basically a EMA crossover strategy, and the codes that I told you about was this. Okay, so this is not actually great at blindly trusting, but you can use it though. Like, this is the base ideology of how you want to do a data analysis on the market. So first of all, you gotta have, some kind of provider of the data, a charting system, a, how do you say, a table system, and a fast provider system. And first we gotta upload which data we need from the provider, and we gotta take the specific EMA. So let's consider EMA 9 and close. This is the basic condition of a EMA according to me, and some AIs that I've used. And we gotta consider EMA 9 as this one, and blah blah blah. The continue. You can look at it. You can look at it. Okay, so here I think from here. Okay, so from here, blah 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 blah. So that, there you go. This is the condition. So data signal. So the signal I've gave was when DEMA 9 is greater than DEMA 4, buy or sell. Okay, so the next condition would be, so basically, if it is the quite opposite, it will sell. Okay, it is not always buy and sell. It will sell if it is lower than DMA 9. So this is a DMA strategy, like double EMA band strategy. And here we have Sharpe ratio, max drawdown. I had CAGR, and right now I think I'm not trading in stocks, so I don't think I need that. But yeah, you can add it too. And here we have the Monte Carlo condition here. So this is the randomness part, so we gotta check the randomness of this trade, like every possible trade that you can take in multiple times. So like now multiple times, imagine you are in so many different universe and you're taking the same position but different ways. So this is what it means, and we plot it here. Okay, so I think this is perfect to run, and let me run it. Let me try it though. Let me try it. Let me try it. Okay. I think there might be an error, cause let's check it out. There might be an error, like. There might be an error, so it is taking a bit of time. Yeah, it has been a long time since I fucking, how do I say? Oh yeah, I see why it's happening. Okay, okay, okay. So it is showing something. It is showing something. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. It flopped. So basically, I think I messed up somewhere. Okay. Oh my god. I'm yawning so bad. So I gotta admit that I messed up. I lost some of my aura. My friend might cook me out of this, but yeah. Still, this is the basic structure of a data. How do you say it? Of a strategy analysis on the market used by data. But you can do it manually too. But I think manually the problem is that computer actually strictly restrict the good eye part. Like the problem with humans is that if they see something bad and if they don't want it to happen, they just you know remove it. Like they don't look at it, so they won't check out the problem. So I think using computer for data analysis is much more better than manual analysis. But I would say that by using manual, it is also great, because if we are taking Monte Carlo as an example, like there's so many possible ways I said, and like there might be thousands of random trades that you can take by using the code. Let's see what was my condition. Let's see. What's my condition? What was my condition? So this is around 1,000 trades, I think. I think so. Yeah. So 1,000 trades. No, not 1,000 trades. I think it's 100. So 100 trades, and you can see the every possibilities, right? And if you do it manually and collect the data and plot it in a graph and compare it with the Monte Carlo simulation graph, you might see some graphs might coincide with yours, which is saying that in a way, in a computer way, your strategy is better considering the way that human thinks. Okay, so basically if we give the EMA crossover, sometimes the EMA crossover shows a really high possible win rate, but as a human as we are, we cannot provoke make that much money out of the blue. Oh, don't mind it. So out of the blue, you know kind of do that. Okay, okay. So let's get to the trading point, and let me give you one last tip. Let me say one last thing. Okay, so I told you that the market will change towards the point of interest area, and when it is gone till here, so this is the place where it is starting to rebound, and we can see that it is active throughout this volume chart, and you can see the volume moving average is actually below the green volume candle, which is showing that there might be a strength of buyers there. And you can see the OPV showing the results too. So basically it is saying that if we draw a line from here to, I mean FRBB from here to here, you can see that the point of interest is up there. And if we draw, yeah, so the point of interest is colliding with it. So the basic idea is that you can just say that it might go up. Like, you can't say, oh, it will go up, it might. So you gotta wait for confirmation. You can use any type of confirmation, but don't be stupid on what you are using. Okay, so it might be, if you are comfortable with ICT and you are making money with that, just do it. Just do it. It is your way. It is your way how you understand the market. But the thing is that don't just override your brain by thinking so many stupid things. So in ICT, people just say that market are trying to, how do I say, fuck you up. Like, market doesn't give a shit about you. Okay, market doesn't give a shit about you. It will just go in its merry way. So you gotta, how do I say, squeeze out the chances that you can get from that. So that is basically, how do I say, you gotta move like a let me interpret interpret. Let me give you guys a example. So be like a hungry monkey. Take all the chances. Take all the chances that you can get. Just, how do I say, get the foot out of the human's hand. So consider the human as the market and you as the monkey. And I'm not saying it in a racist way, but yeah, you gotta take all the chances that you can get, and you gotta think in a probabilistic way. So you might want to ask yourself, what is the probability that it would go up? But we can't just distribute. We can't just, how do I say, say that this will go up based on the probability that you have. But if you have a higher mathematical models, like probability distribution, stuff like that, you might have a chance that you can predict the market. And why I said is that using mathematics, using mathematics, you can basically, how do I say, compress the probability into one. Okay, so you might say there might be a probability to go up or go down, so there's a 50-50 chance. But throughout the conditions that we have in the market have given us, we can actually, like, pinpoint. I'm not meaning pinpoint as you can do it, but I'm saying that you can pinpoint the decision that you can do based on the data results that we have gotten. So basically, you can do whatever you want, you can use any strategy you want, but the thing is that don't make yourself stupid by trading, and don't have any regrets while losing money, because consider it as a, how to say, win-win situation. Like, you having money, I meant you messing it up, it is just teaching us lessons, and I've gone through it a bit harshly. Yeah, really harshly. I will tell the story. Okay, so I think this, let's wind up this video. So please like and share and subscribe if you can. Okay, so yeah, signing out, boys and girls and women and respected sirs and honorable humans out there. But still, throughout the heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.